Yes, ladies and gentlemen, that is true. Hundreds of new skins, sprays, and possibly other items are about to hit Overwatch in the next few months. We're going to see tons and tons of new stuff. So, let me explain what is going on. Before I do that, let me just show you this. This is from one of the Overwatch League documents, a very early document, which is actually on the Overwatch League website. If you dig deep enough, ladies and gentlemen, you'll be able to find this. Check this out. Overwatch players will be able to support the collective teams via special in-game items, as 50% of the revenues from these items will flow into the shared revenue pool. These arrangements will help ensure that teams have the resources to establish and grow their local Overwatch communities for years to come. Okay, I'm pretty sure now, in fact, I've covered this in a video a very long time ago when Overwatch League was announced, but I want to go over this again, because obviously now we've got examples of items and stuff that will be in the game as a result of Overwatch League that we will be able to buy. What this is saying here, I'll just read this again. It says Overwatch players will be able to support the collective teams via special in-game items, as 50% of the revenues from these items will flow into the shared revenue pool. Okay, what this means is if you spend, let's say, $10 on a skin, $5 will go to the shared revenue pool that gets spread between all of the teams. $5 goes to Blizzard. I think that's what's happening here. We will not have the items for the teams, for Overwatch League teams, in the same loot box. They will be directly buyable. At least I believe that's where this is going. If it doesn't, I will be very, very shocked. And then we've got this other quote here, which sort of just reinforces that fact. We're keen on making sure that teams will be able to share in the Overwatch League's overall financial success and be rewarded for investing in their home cities. With that in mind, teams will all receive an equal share of net revenue from league-wide advertising, ticketing, broadcast right deals. At the same time, they will keep all local revenues up to a set amount each year. Past that amount, a portion of the local revenues will go back into the league-wide share pool for teams. So there you go. More money for the teams. It's very expensive for this, these operations to be run. We all know how much these Overwatch League spots cost, but it's very expensive to keep them going, and that's great. Anyway, why is all this interesting? Well, if we look at this, these are the teams that are currently in Overwatch League. There are 12 teams. I expect for Overwatch League Season 2, there will be more than 12 teams. So the more teams that get added to Overwatch League, the more items we will get in the game. Now, check this out. If we go from the left-hand side, we've got San Francisco Shock. So I'll just go over the names of these teams. Then we've got LA Valiant. Then we've got Shanghai Dragons. Then we've got, I'm on the purple one now. That is LA Gladiators, because there's two teams in LA. Bottom left is Dallas Fuel. Then we've got Seoul Dynasty next to them. And then we've got, under January the 11th, London Spitfire, which obviously are the best, ladies and gentlemen. We've got Florida Mayhem. We've got Philadelphia Fusion. Houston Outlaws, Boston Uprising, and New York Excelsior. Those are the team names. So, check this out. These are the skins that we currently know about. Now, this is the Houston Outlaws home color skin, black and green, because they're Optic, and that's the colors of the esports organization Optic. And the away sort of jersey is white. Now, what you'll notice throughout all of these as we go through them is it's always white for the away kit. So the home kit is the primary colours. So here we can see London Spitfire, the primary sort of light blue, or the turquoise and the orange. And then the away is just the turquoisey blue colour and white. Like, that is the very strong theme. I mean, this is a really, like, Seoul Dynasty have a really, really nice colour scheme. So black and gold, and then it goes forward to white and gold for their away kit. Now, the thing is with all of this stuff, skins are only the beginning, aren't they? Let's face it. I mean, we've got things like sprays. I highly expect we will get the sprays in the game. In fact, I'm 100% sure you will get team sprays in the game. Okay, so you're gonna get sprays, you're gonna get these skins, which is gonna be awesome. But what about player icons? Yeah, I think we'll probably get player icons as well, because that makes sense. Voice lines? I don't know about voice lines. I mean, maybe something like from the players shouting. I don't know. Probably not. Emotes, possibly. Victory poses, highlight intros, maybe? I don't know. Like, I don't know how any of that would work, but skins and sprays is very, very easy to pull off, I think. So what we're going to be looking at is a ton of new items hitting the game. Like, these skins, like, I mean, personally, I quite like some of these skins. I mean, it's only the primary skin for the hero, right? So it's the basic skin. And all they've done is recolor it. But like that Farah there actually looks surprisingly nice. New York Excelsior, again, has got a fairly nice color scheme, to be honest. Like, people often are like, oh, you know, Excelsior's got a pretty crazy logo, which, you know, maybe on one of them, it kind of does look like a freeway or motorway exit sign or no entry sign. I don't know what the hell is going on there. But you can still see the way the colors, I mean, this is nice. Shanghai Dragons is nice. Of course, these were the first team that was teased for Overwatch League, which was awesome. But again, you see with the white. So I think this is more of like an American system where when teams have got away kits or jerseys, it's typically lighter. Like in Europe, you get crazy stuff. Like I remember one year Arsenal had like a pink fluorescent. No, Barcelona had a pink fluorescent away kit, which looked ridiculous. And their home kit is like purple and sort of red and whatever. You know, it was totally ridiculous. Anyway. Look at the belly. Respect the Roadhog belly. That looks beautiful. The fact that they put the logo on the belly is great. Like, that made me laugh at the World Cup, that did, because they put the national flags on Roadhog's belly. It was like so inappropriate, and I was like, but also absolutely beautiful at the same time. And Florida Mayhem, they do have a nice color scheme as well. I think it works well there because of Sombra's hair color. Really does tie into that. It looks really, really nice. But we're going to get loads and loads of these items. What I'm going to show you now is a bunch of skins that were taken from BlizzCon. Showing again these color schemes, but they show them on different heroes, so we get to see them on like Reinhardt and Bastion and all that. So, I mean, hell, even that, like, to be honest, I don't think there's a bad color scheme here. They're all very distinctive, they all stand out, so I think they've done a good job there. The logos, you know, make of the logos what you will. Okay, let's take a look at some of like the full sort of team build. So Reinhardt doesn't seem to work too well with some of these skins. He just looks like a massive like block of color. Like Dallas Fuel Genji look nice. I mean, like if you look at the Reinhardt there, it doesn't look too bad. He's got a bit of red on him. Like that Reaper looks a little bit iffy. They all look kind of okay to me. But it's like, again, this is kind of like a taste thing, right? You know, it's like that Reinhardt there on LA Gladiators is very purple. It's just like a wedge of color. Like Winston doesn't look too bad because Winston's obviously got the different coloured sort of bits on him, so he ain't too bad. Like he's got the dark colours. Like again, looking at the Spitfire one there, it's very, very in your face, isn't it, on Reinhardt? So, these skins work better on certain heroes. I think that's just a given. I guess the big question is, when we buy these skins, do we A, get them for every single hero, or is it specific to each hero? Now, the way I think this is going to work, the logical way of this working, because based off the quote at the start of this video, I am fairly sure we will not get these items in the same loot box that we've got now, or like a seasonal loot box. It will be an Overwatch League loot box, and this loot box we will have to buy for however much money, but it will have guaranteed items in it. Now, the other way of looking at it, and this is option B, is it's not a loot box, it's actually just directly buyable items. Now, the thing with that is, there's a couple of issues, right? So loot boxes are a very controversial subject right now. If you go in and buy a loot box, because let's say I want the LA Gladiator skin that we can see right now. I want this. So I buy an Overwatch League loot box, but I get LA Valiant and then maybe I get Spitfire as well. But I didn't want that. I wanted LA Gladiators. That would be really frustrating. So I don't think they'll do that. I'm pretty sure, right? So go back to my option B, but I think this is probably the way they're going to do this, is these will be directly buyable. So you'll be able to go, okay, I want to buy the Philadelphia Fusion kit pack. And it includes skins, sprays, and whatever, right? And it'll be a set fee. Now, I'll be surprised if this is more expensive than $10, but cheaper than $5, if that makes any sense. Because I think these are just going to be, you know, what is the going rate for a skin in Overwatch? Like, I don't really know. Like, you know, how much is a legendary skin worth? Maybe you have to buy $25 of loot boxes before you get one, so you could say $25. Like, how much would be too much? I want you guys to go crazy in the comments below, because this is going to open up a whole world of brand new items for Overwatch. Because you can go crazy with this. You can be more than just skins. Like I said, you can have sprays, player icons, voice lines, and hell, I haven't even spoke about the World Cup stuff, which I guess I can kind of just quickly touch on. The World Cup skins were awesome, I thought. Like, were really, really good. And I wanted those skins on my account. Like, I was like, please give me the skin. They were like, we can't, because it's just like a custom game setting. So I'm afraid we can't like give you the skin because it's not actually a skin as such. And I was devastated. I was like, no, I really wanted that UK skin. I mean, admittedly, we played really bad, but I wanted that UK skin. It would have been beautiful. Like, we played awesome in the qualifiers, and it was Mercy that ruined the UK because we didn't really have a Mercy player. It feels bad, man. Yeah. So what about those items as well? You know, so maybe next year we're going to see. Okay, we've got 12 Overwatch League teams now. Maybe we see 18 Overwatch League teams going into next year. So there's way more items there as well. Then we get all the World Cup stuff, and that's like maybe buyable, or you can get it. Like maybe you like can vote for your team, they give you the skin, or maybe there'll be fancy stuff in the client where we can watch Overwatch actually from inside Overwatch, like watch tournaments. And we get skins as a result of that. I don't know. But the sky's the limit. The fact is, though, guys, we are going to get hundreds and hundreds of new skins and new items, and it's going to be completely ridiculous. Let me know what you think about all of this in the comments below, guys. I've been Stylosa. This is Unit Lost. And if you enjoyed the video, then do give the video a like. And obviously, you know, give me some feedback and all that good stuff, because I do like reading the comments on videos. Not nasty comments, though, because I don't like nasty comments. It makes me feel a bit sad, ladies and gentlemen. That's not very nice, is it? No, it really isn't. Anyway, guys, I'll catch you on the next one. Oh, yeah, follow me on Twitter, which is @UnitLostGaming. Toodaloo.